using this cotton dampened by a bit of distilled water and test on a small corner first, near the edge here where the frame meets the canvas. And look at that. The grime is starting to lift. I can see more of that ochre, a deep earthy tone, like a field baked under the sun in the summertime. And there's a texture. There's a texture here too. The way the paint was applied in thick, intentional strokes. It's quite a sight. It lets me know that someone poured their heart into you when they made you. Let me just be careful not to press too hard. Water can be tricky with old paintings. It's about patience, letting the layers tell me what they can handle moment by moment. I learned that the hard way years ago when I was foolish and too eager, too sure that I could rush the process. I ended up damaging a small portrait of a woman with a half smile. I still think about her sometimes. You know, there's some things you just can't do in a rush. So I try to be gentler now. Alright, let me pick up this bottle here so that I can mix the cleaning solution now. It's just a touch of conservation grade solvent. I know it smells faintly sharp, but I assure you it is safe for you. And let me dab it. I'm using a swab, rolling it gently over this patch. Move hand to the bottom. Down the bottom. The grime is thicker here, almost like a crust. It's coming away in these tiny flakes. Look at that. A sliver of green, deep and mossy, this whole time. When I was a kid, I used to hide things too. Little treasures like seashells, a feather, or a pebble that caught my eye. I would tuck them into a tin box under my bed, as if they were secrets only I could keep. I don't really know why I did it. Maybe I just wanted something that was mine. Something that the world couldn't touch. I'm working my way across the lower half now, following the grain of the canvas, and the green is spreading into a soft blue. I think it shows the edge of a lake. In the afternoon. It's too early to tell. And there's a shape emerging here. Curved lines. It might be the outline of a hill or a tree. Whatever it is, it feels alive. And I'm gonna let it breathe again. I'm keeping the strokes light here for each section. The solvent is doing its job, dissolving the years of soot and varnish on you, but not disturbing the beauty beneath it. I've always loved bodies of water in paintings. They're tricky to capture in the way that it moves and reflects. When I was painting in school, I wasn't as good as the other artists. My teacher said that I overthought painting and that I tried too hard to make it perfect. And she was right. I'd spent so much time worrying about the outcome that I forgot to enjoy the brush in my hand. But these days, I derive more joy from fixing things, like yourself, and bringing them back to their former glory. Switching to a finer brush now. Working on this delicate area here near the center. The varnish here is yellowed and clouding what looks like a figure. I can just make out the edge of a shoulder, maybe. A full used to stay up late as a kid, reading under the covers with a flashlight. I get lost in books about faraway places, imagining if I could step into them. These days I don't read as much now, but whenever I'm restoring paintings, it feels to me like I am reading a story in a different way and uncovering all kinds of small little details. And in a way, I still feel like I am stepping into somebody else's world when I do this. Just like I am stepping into yours right now. Tap this sponge here and give it a gentle wipe. And the sky is fully visible now. And it looks stunning. The pink in it was made to deepen into a soft lavender, like the last moments of a sunset. And that figure that I saw earlier is clearer now. It's a woman, I think, with long hair fallen over her shoulders. She is holding something. I thought it was a baby, but turns out it's a basket or a bundle of some sort. The details are so fine now. And the way that your artist caught the curve of her hand, it shows me that you meant a great deal to the one who made you. You likely still do. To be painted with such care is a privilege. I've been thinking about care lately, not the big gestures, but the small ones. Like how my sister calls me every Sunday to talk about nothing, but I still pick up the phone. She'll ramble about her garden or a stray cat that keeps peeing on her welcome mat. It's not much, but it's steady. Like a like she's seeing something beautiful just beyond the frame. It's amazing. The gold in the background is brighter now, weaving through the trees and the sky, tying it all together, making you come alive, piece by piece. I've been finding joy in small things lately. Like the way the light hits my coffee mug in the morning, or the sound of rain on the studio roof. I didn't used to notice these things before. I was too busy, always not in the present. But I am learning to slow down and see what's there as it's there and not in hindsight. It hasn't been easy, but it's worth it. Alright, now I'm just gonna move this brush wider here. And I'm gonna take some small spots here now where the paint's worn thin. Small spots. Retouching a few small spots now where the paint's worn thin. I'm mixing pigments to match your colors. Ochre, green, and a touch of sienna for warmth. I pick up this tiny brush with just a few bristles to fill in the gaps. Because this process here is not about changing you, it's about preserving every bit of you as it was originally made, to help you shine as you were meant to. The woman's dress is clearer now, flowing like water with first thing, I'm going to apply a thin layer of varnish just to protect you. It's clear, so it won't hide your colors, but it will keep you safe and give you a chance to glow without having any fear of fading again. So I'm gonna brush it on slowly, letting it settle into every stroke, every curve. You are stunning, you know. The way the light dances across you now, and the way your story is very clear to me. I don't know who painted you or who you were made for, but I am very glad that you have landed under my care in this little studio, and I got to know you, and I got to uncover all of the beauty hidden inside you. I'll come back tomorrow, maybe add a few more touches, but for now, you are safe and whole again, bright and alive, and I know you feel it because of the way that you're glowing, and I feel it too. So rest well, my dear canvas, so that others can admire you